Hey friends, it is Wednesday, September 20th. You're not here today. The first part we talked about, the first part of the video, we talked about we're keeping your formative and summative assessment grades on Infinite Campus. Number two, we're keeping your homework and participation grades on Google Classroom. And then number three, we are adding participation grades every day, 5 points, just like our homework, 5 points. And then we're also having a seating chart for the remainder of this unit and maybe the next chapter. So we'll see how that goes. That's in part one. So if you haven't watched that, you can watch that. And this is part two. So part two is what we did in class today. So you're in Google Classroom, which means you're in the right spot to start. And then the next spot that you want to be in is your ebook. So to get to your ebook, we go to CPM Math, right up there. And from there, I go to the one that says More Math for More People. And there I hit Login. If you have your Chromebook, then you just have to find your G. I'm already logged in, so it goes right to my ebook. My ebook is here. And we are in course 2. So from course 2, I go to chapter 1. And are we 122 today? No, we're in 1.2.3. 1.2.3. And this is called How Can I Change the Chances? Modifying the sample space. So the learning targets today will be that students will describe what happens to the probability of an event when the sample space is changed by multiplication. And our success criteria is that we can make sense of theoretic probability today. Okay, remember yesterday we did experimental probability, and experimental probability is the doing probability, and the theoretical probability is the thinking or the mapping out with numbers. Okay, so we're going to map things out without actually conducting an experiment. If we did the experiment, that's experimental probability. Today we're doing theoretical probability. So up at the top it says, if you want to have the best chance of getting a red gumball from a gumball machine, is it better if the machine is full of gumballs or half empty? And how do the chances of getting ace in a deck of playing cards change if you have 3 or 4 decks of cards to choose from rather than only one deck? In this lesson, you will think about the size of the sample space. Sample space is the collection of all of the possible outcomes of the event. And then think about these questions as we work today. How has the whole or total changed? How has the portion or the part we are interested in changed? Has the event become more or less likely? So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to give you blocks. And the blocks are going to be in a bag. And here's a student tool right here that we could access. So this bag has 1 yellow, 2 red, 4 green, and 5 blue. And then the first question that comes up, look at the blocks in your bag. If you were to reach into the bag and select one block without looking, what is the likelihood that it would be red? So there's 2 red out of how many total? Okay. What is the probability that it will be green? 4 green out of how many? What is the probability it will be blue? 5 blue out of the total. What is the probability that it will be orange? I don't see any orange. Do the answers for the part here represent theoretical thinking or experimental doing probabilities? Justify your response. If you were to select one block from the bag 12 times, replacing the block that you drew each time. So replacing means we take it out, we look at it, we put it back in. Non-replacing means we take it out, look at it, and keep it out. So we're putting it back in, replacing. If you were to select one block from the bag 12 times, replacing the block you drew each selection, how many of those times would you expect to have selected a blue block? What if you drew 24 times? Discuss both situations with your team and explain your answers. Now imagine that you and your team have combined the blocks from both of your bags. So let's go to this tool. So now we have 2 yellow. We doubled them. 4 red. We have 8 green. We have 10 blue. We just doubled them. Do you think the large sample space will change the likelihood of drawing blocks of different colors? Discuss this with your team. Get a second bag of blocks from your teacher and combine the contents of both the bags. How many total blocks in there now? How many are there of each color? Work with your team to find the theoretic probability for selecting each color of block in the combined bags. And has the probability for drawing each different block changed? If you were to make 12 draws from the combined bag, replacing, putting them back in between draws, how many times would you expect to draw a blue block? What do you think would happen if you put 3 bags together? Okay, that's that extension. And that's where we're going to stop today. And then we're going to slide all the way down to our homework. Okay. And just remember, on your homework, you can access your homework help. So this one is about drawing marbles from a bag, kind of like what we did today. This is about a random game at an amusement park that grabs stuffed animals. This one says, write 4 different fractions that are equal to 1. This is a question about perimeter. This is an extension question about perimeter. This is a question about perimeter and area. This is a question about perimeter and area. Okay. So hopefully you have a good day. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. And if you have any help, or if you need any more help, you can contact me at johnsonth@mps.school. All right, friends, have a wonderful day.